This is an iPhone 13 Pro. I also have the iPhone 13 mini. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what I think people have missed about the new iPhone 16. And I think it's something that someone like me or other content creators should pay notice to. So what is that? I'm recording this podcast on an iPhone 13 mini. I'm using the standard camera and I'm pointing at it now. I also have an iPhone 13 Pro and I use both of these quite a lot in producing content for this YouTube channel and doing toy photography. As you may know, I have a toy photography podcast. And I must say, I find the macro lens that you get on the iPhone 13 Pro really, really useful. It's really good to do like B-roll. It's really good for other things. It's good for macro photography, doing my toy photography. I just find it really useful. And while everyone is wowed by certain things on the iPhone 16, I also think it's not a huge upgrade from the iPhone 15, but I think people have missed something. Well, I think people have missed two things. And those two things are things that may make me upgrade to an iPhone 16 in the future. I wouldn't buy the Pro version of the iPhone 16 because I don't think the zoom camera is particularly good on it. From reviews and specs that I've seen, it's a 5x zoom, whereas it's not quite as good as like the 3x zoom you get on the older style cameras. But if you buy just the iPhone 16, which has its two cameras, you get macro photography there. So you can buy the base model and get macro photography. That would be really useful for content creators because you don't need to have a macro lens for your camera. You can just do your B-roll with your iPhone, which is really useful. The other thing which I think is the most overlooked thing about the iPhone 16 from a content creation point of view is the new audio. So the new audio features look incredibly good. It looks like you can just go out and record with your iPhone and not have to use things like external microphones, because the audio capture seems so good and it seems like it's enhanced with AI that you can just isolate things from the recording you get with your phone without any external microphones or inputs. Now, if that is the case, then I think that is the real game changer of going to the iPhone 16. Now, I have to say, I do not have the iPhone 16. I have not used the iPhone 16. These opinions are just from watching YouTube videos and doing a bit of research. Of course, I really should test these things out, but I'd have to go and buy an iPhone 16 to do that, which I'm not going to do just yet. But I do think those killer features are the macro capabilities and the new audio. I think for content creators like myself, those could be a game changer. Now, maybe the audio got overlooked because most content creators are going to have external microphones anyway that they're plugging into their cameras, their iPhones. And so maybe it's not that big of a deal. But to be able to go out, capture something and get really good audio without needing an external microphone or the fuss of an external microphone, I think is a big deal from my point of view. But do let me know what you think. Am I completely wrong about the iPhone 16? Have I picked the wrong features? Is it worth the upgrade? And do let me know in the comments. Thank you ever so much. Goodbye.